Larry Manns and Gordy Jameson back at the Husky Gym. Gordy, an exciting first half. PH leading by 7. You have an unofficial leading scorers list for us.
Well, Port Huron High had a lot of people involved in the offense the first half, and I'll just run those through, Larry. Kelly Nichols had 4 points. Jenny Lorf had 5. Naomi Wilson contributed 4. Kim Walker was the leading scorer for Port Huron High in the first half with 10. Tony Lloyd with 5. Alicia Breckman with 1. Julie Berry had 4, and Letitia Campbell had 4. For Port Huron Northern, only 4 people scored, but they scored well. Pam Barber had 7 points. Jenny Atwell had an excellent first half, getting 13. Sherry Smith had 6, and Jennifer Perry had 4.
So they had good balance for at least from the 4 starters that they've had. So should be an exciting ball game. Again, you can never tell what happens between these two teams when they meet because emotion really enters into it, and the Big Reds have the ball out of bounds to start the second half.
Tony Lloyd going after that ball the second time again.
Good strong rebound by Campbell, and again, Kim Walker hitting 2.
Well, with offensive rebounding like that, you don't have to hit very well. You just keep throwing it up until it drops.
Well, they certainly didn't give up on that ball, and it was a good rebound for them. Be interesting to see what kind of strategies both coaches have for the second half. Northern was successful finding the seam with from the outside early in the first quarter with Pam Barber hitting, I think, the first 7 points. After that, Jenny Atwell came on strong, and Dave Czeseski moved in Sherry Smith into the middle. So right now it looks like PH is in that zone, and Northern has to move the ball around the outside again.
Well, you can see a noticeable change in Northern from the first part of the ball game. They have a lot more confidence in working the zone, and they're very patient in trying to get the ball inside.
And again, a steal by Naomi Wilson with anticipation of that pass. Kim Walker going to the nice strong rebound by Smith.
Another foul on Tony. That's only her second, though.
But again, both players in contesting that rebound, and that's where Sherry Smith's strength has been for the Northern Huskies. First quarter, I think she rebounded most of the balls that came off the glass. Naomi Wilson's quickness really is something. She anticipates well, and PH is in the zone. Nice hit by Atwell. Still got the hot hand.
That's the time when you want to get the ball to her when she's hot.
Right.
It's 15 points for Jenny.
Pam Barber, the good steal. Pam has good quickness and anticipates well too. Shows a lot of hustle. Nice move inside. Strong rebound by Julie Perry, but lost the ball out of bounds.
Well, those are the kind of turnovers you don't mind as a coach because the players are being aggressive. They're going after it.
I said Julie, and it's Jennifer again.
How could you miss that?
How could I miss that with about 5 Jennifers out there, right? Letitia Campbell playing strong in the middle. I'm impressed with her play down low. Gary played good defense, and between Denise Walker and Campbell down there, Lloyd double teaming Smith.
Nice rebound that time down by Kelly.
Offensive foul on the part of Wilson. The call could have gone either way, but again, once that defensive player has position, the offensive player, once they moved in him, is an offensive foul. 39-32, Big Reds still lead, 5:37 remaining in the third quarter.
Well, that's 2 fouls on Naomi. And Port Huron High has 3 team fouls real early in the third quarter, so that could be a factor if Northern gets into the bonus.
Strong play in the middle by Smith.
And Northern's content to pull it back out, take their time.
Well, I think that's the key at this point, to find the open shot if they can. Good strong rebound by Smith underneath. Lloyd again and Campbell, but she traveled. There's nothing free underneath, Gordy.
Oh, no.
Good outlet pass. And we have a travel. Good hustle on the part of the Huskies. Good defensive play there. Caused that travel.
Well, I think Port Huron High right now, they want to get out and run with it. And as a result, sometimes they're just being a little bit too eager to throw that pass before they turn face and see the individual.
The player's not hitting that outside lane, though. They're still just a little bit back of that the person with the ball. They really got to, if they're going to run that fast break, they really got to get that outside lane out in front so they can give them a forward pass. A foul on Walker. I believe that's her third.
I think so. She made a good block on the ball, but then followed through and got a piece of Jenny.
Well, they're going to take away that outside shot, and not sure that they can afford to have Walker in that ball game. Of course, he does have strength on the bench, so that's one nice luxury that George has this year.
Well, Northern's getting a lot of opportunities if they can just capitalize.
The Huskies are really playing with a lot of intensity, and I think that's paying off for them right now. They've frustrated the Big Reds just a little bit. Good anticipation by Wilson again. She was right in that passing lane, and again there's Barber playing the same role for the Huskies. Good defense, good hustle.
Well, again, Port Huron High is just a little anxious on that break. They need to have the guard take it strong to the free throw line, then make a good pass to the wings cutting to the basket.
Both of these teams will be tired after this ball game. Gordy has gone up and down the floor with a lot of energy expended. Good patience on the part of the Huskies. Good defense from part of Walker. Really put her body in there and kept Sherry from using that drop step, but a nice rebound by Jennifer Perry.
Well, Northern came out in the second half very aggressive and have come up with, as we talked about earlier, they're having trouble getting second shots. Well, that hasn't been the case this quarter.
Well, the thing that's happened here, I think that intensity that Northern's playing with has really frustrated the Big Reds just a little bit, and they sort of, the shot goes up on the part of the Huskies, and they relax a little bit, and the Huskies haven't given up. So, that intensity's paying off. They're within 5 with 3:37 left in the third quarter. And Big Reds trail, big lead by 5, 39-34.
Port Huron High's only been able to manage one basket so far in the first slightly over 4 or almost 4.5 minutes in the third quarter, and we saw them getting several shots each time down, but they're just having a tough time.
Well, they haven't had the ball really in Naomi Wilson's hand out there. She's really the court general, and has a tendency sometimes to try to fast break that too much, but she need to get the ball back out, slow it down a little bit, set up their offense, because when they do that, generally they've got Walker down low, and she's tough inside, as is Lloyd. So it'll be interesting to see what that timeout will bring. We've got Campbell back in, and we've got Julie Berry back in, along with Nichols, Wilson, and Walker. Huskies staying with Barber, Frome, Atwell, Perry, and Smith. Nice quickness again. Got that loose ball. Wilson hits 2. We haven't seen the pressure put on by the Big Reds, which surprised me. I thought they might put that full court pressure on, but they've backed off of that. We had a travel. Lead pass is just a little too far under. And another turnover. Haven't counted the turnovers this period for the Big Reds, but that seems to be the downfall right now for them. They lost a little momentum.
On that last play down, Kim Walker went down the court limping a little. It looks like they're going to get a substitute in her. We hope it's not serious.
Well, when she made that quick stop underneath the basket on the last play down, looked like it may have turned just a little bit.
Jenny Lorf in the ball game for Kim. Jenny had 5 points in the first half, did an excellent job.
Seems to be that the ankle injury this year seems to be the injury that has hurt all of the teams. Northern with 3 ankle injuries, and Kim just twisting that one a little bit. Hope it's not serious.
Jenny did a nice job. Jenny Lorf, she got the rebound and took the ball down the court under control. And as a result, Port Huron High managed to draw a foul.
Well, Naomi Wilson saw that lane open up too. They spread the court a little bit, and when they do that, if they lean that the lane open, she's going in. She's very quick.
Nice hustle by Jenny Lorf.
Rebound by Smith. Naomi Wilson for 2.
Well, that's what she needs to do. She drove it hard to the free throw line. She had the opening and went all the way. But as a point guard, you want a person to get to that lane as quick as possible and then take it or dump. Tisha Campbell with another strong rebound.
Well, George is trying to get him settled down a little bit, and again the ball back in the hands of Naomi Wilson, and trying to set their offense up. A little backdoor.
Nice backdoor play.
Good strong rebound part of Barry. Substitution number 40, Alicia Brookman. Campbell out. Campbell's been playing hard inside. That rest probably do her good here with a minute 10 left in the third quarter. Big Reds lead 43-34. Again, Brookman, Barry off of the rebound. It's end-to-end play, Gordy.
Sure is.
North for the rebound. Nice move. The case where her own player really got a little bit too close to her and almost put 3 people on the ball, person with the ball. Need to spread that out a little bit. She got away with it.
Yeah, she did a nice job. Faced the bucket, squared up, and shot scored. Pam Barber's first bucket of the second half.
And again, they gave her that little seam out front. She hit it.
Pam now has 9 points.
And at the end of the third quarter, the Big Reds lead 45-36. That was an exciting quarter of basketball, and we really have seen the intensity stay as this game began, Gordy. Both teams playing very emotional. And I think the depth right now that the Big Reds have seemed to be paying off a little bit.
Well, in that particular quarter especially, Port Huron High did not score a great deal. They played a little bit out of control and so on, but the opportunities were there. And with Northern, I've been impressed with them in this quarter. I think the fact that Jenny Atwell hit so well in the first half has caused Port Huron High to make some adjustments defensively, and that's opened it up inside for passes into Sherry Smith and Jennifer Perry. So it's been an interesting jockeying for position in the first three quarters. It'll be interesting to see how they come out now in the fourth.
Well, it's nice to go into the fourth quarter with a lead, but again, between these two teams, that really score doesn't have much to do with it. The emotion is there, both teams wanting to win. This is sort of for bragging rights, at least till the next game. And not only that, but it's a first game in the EML season for both these teams, and I know both teams like to get off, at least in the EML, with a victory. But the Huskies doing a good job without Missy Dawson and Shauna Palmentier, who hopefully will be back for the Huskies in the next ball game. Again, Atwell hits for two more.
That's 17 for Jenny.
I think that might be her season high, Gordy. Nice.
It's a pretty good night out.
Nice night. But if they're going to give it to you and you're hot, you better take it. Huskies ball.
Well, plus there's another factor too, and the fact is that one more foul and Northern will go to the line with a 1-and-1. Port Huron High has committed 14 fouls so far.
That's an important point too, Gordy, because the last quarter, it could be not only do you stop the clock when that bonus play comes into effect, but it gives you a chance to catch up without losing any time. It appears that that's a foul on Brookman. Yes. We'll go to the line. That is the 15 foul, and with only not quite a minute gone in this quarter.
Gives them lots of time to capitalize off that 1-and-1. It's a great rebound by Jennifer Fromm. She got in there with the big people and grabbed an important offensive rebound.
One thing I've noticed about Fromm, though, is she hustles all the time and really fouls the ball and does. There's a lot of those things that really sometimes go unnoticed. I think that's true of Barber and Naomi Wilson, those players who really don't have the height to get in the middle, but hustle pays off. Barber with the ball. Good defense on the part of the Huskies. Stopped that lane. Naomi saw the lane open up, and all of a sudden it closed. The play is getting tough underneath, Gordy.
Well, Northern right now is in a great situation. When you get that inside-outside game going, it's tough to defend against. And we saw at that time where the ball went in the corner to Jenny Atwell, and she's had a hot night. They had to come out and take her on strong, and she quickly dumped inside to Sherry Smith. And then once that happens, then there's a lot of neat things that can go on underneath in terms of people being out of position and second shots, as we saw there.
And again, that one-on-one situation.
I'm still rather surprised that Port Huron High has not tried to extend their defense out a little bit and put a little more pressure on Northern, because once they're setting up right now, Northern's doing a little better job of getting it inside.
Well, not only that, but when you read the comment in the paper that Dave Chesesky said, well, we really don't play too well against the press, it's almost leading the coach in to say, well, maybe I better try it. And they really haven't done it. They really haven't had that full court pressure since the first part of this ball game. Walker back in the ball game. Ankle seems to be okay. She's tough when she gets inside.
Well, it'll be interesting to see if Northern will try to go to her side and get Kim into trouble early, because Kim has 3 fouls.
Well, Smith is getting triple teamed now down there when that ball goes inside to her. She had Barry Brookman and Lorf on her that time. Smith at the line. 47-39 with 6:24 to go in the fourth quarter. Huskies trail with Sherry Smith at the line. Sherry Smith still wearing that ankle brace, and I'm not sure that she's still 100%, Gordy, but she's playing a great ball game tonight off the boards.
She positions well offensively, too. She's a good target to throw to, and we're seeing a lot of lob passes over the defender, and she calls for that well and hangs on. She has nice hands.
Yeah. And hits one. 47-40, 6:23. Big Reds with the ball. Kelly Nichols running the offense. Nice play by Kelly. Saw the opening and went down the middle. Ball off the back of the rim. Sherry Smith with a rebound.
Well, in the first half, we saw Port Huron High getting a lot of second shots, and we're not seeing that anymore. Northern's doing a nice job of boxing out.
Quickness of Kim Walker is showing that time. Blocked a shot out of bounds on Atwell's attempt. Inbound by the Huskies. Huskies really have played pretty well this period in the third period without turnovers, and that really has been a factor, and then got them within 7 points. They trail by 7 at this point. That's a one shot again. Nice move by Lorf.
Like there's a lid on it down at this end. Port Huron High has just been walking away with nothing about the last 5-6 times down.
It sure does. But in a case where Lorf went down the middle with the ball and one of the trailers got just a little bit too close. We talked about that earlier. But again, that comes with experience and created the turnover. Hustle on the part of Naomi Wilson. Might have been a little indecision on the part of the official, but he saw it red and 5 minutes remaining. Big Reds lead by 7, 47-40. Ball into Walker. Nice move again.
She is so tough on that drop step to the basket.
Well, they gotta get somebody on that left hand.
That's 16 points for Kim, 6 of them in the second half.
That was a good rebound on the part of Perry. Took the rebound and was going right back up with it, and fouled by Julie Berry. Again, both players about the same size down low, but Perry, being a high jumper, has got good vertical movement. But again, tried to go right back up with it, and that's the key down low.
Well, so many times you'll see players catch the ball underneath on a rebound or a pass, and they lay the ball down on the floor and get themselves in all kinds of trouble. And that time Jennifer got it and just went straight up with it. And as you said, that's the key.
Yep, created the foul and made one of two. 49-41, 4:35 remaining in the fourth quarter. Good hustle by Campbell. Very strong inside. She sure didn't give up on that ball. Nice strong move. Good strong move inside by Smith.
That was a tough play. She was well covered underneath and still was able to handle that lob pass and put it up with some touch.
Yeah, both coaches right now want to be, I'm sure, the team doesn't give the ball away, because right now they need to have every opportunity to score. A little patience here, part of the Huskies.
Well, the clock's going to start to become a factor very soon.
Well, again, you can use so much patience. When they got that seam, they need to go with it. Forced shot a little bit inside. However, we did have a turnover. Huskies getting the ball back with 3:06. They trail by 8. Big Reds 51. Huskies 43. An over and back call.
Well, as you said, the turnovers are very important when you get down to this stretch of the ball game, the last 3 minutes.
There was a question in terms of one official, and the lead official did call the touch.
Well, I think the problem with that one, what Coach T is concerned about, is that it was an out-of-bounds play, and in order for it to be over and back, Northern would have to have someone gain possession in their end of the court, and it was just tipped. No possession was gained.
Big Reds came down and scored. Julie Berry
has a big bucket by Julie that time. Widened it back up to 10 points.
2:45 remaining.
Well, Northern's playing a good ball game, and the spread is staying about 10 points all the way. But at this particular stage, I'm afraid that Northern's going to have to come after them a little bit. And when that happens, most of the time you're playing into Port Huron High's hands. But who knows? In the last 3 minutes of a ball game, anything can happen.
Well, I wouldn't be surprised, too. Maybe George wants to sit back. He does have that foul situation, so he can't get too aggressive on defense. But I think you might see him put some pressure on him and let it off, make it difficult for the Huskies to get the ball up the court into scoring position, and try to use the clock in that manner.
Port Huron Northern can really come after them now. They only have one foul. They've got 4 to give before Port Huron High starts to get into the one-on-one situation. So they can put a lot of pressure up front on the press and really trap the ball, or even go for the inbounds pass if they want. And if they happen to make contact, it's not going to hurt them. So that's a good position to be in, and we'll see if Port Huron Northern can take advantage of that.
But it looks at this point that they're going to be content to stay back in that zone and let Northern come after them. But again, they're making them use an awful lot of time outside. It looks like they've packed into the paint, so they want to keep the ball away from Smith and Terry. So the strategy that Popa is using apparently has paid off with an out-of-bounds turnover. Nice ball movement.
That was an excellent job bringing the ball up the court for Port Huron High. Letitia Campbell looked underneath and saw Julie Berry and fired a nice pass underneath. She just couldn't quite hang on to it.
Yeah, I've been impressed with her play. She's played very strong inside and really has had good court sense, and really's done a nice job. It's certainly something that the Big Reds can use inside, because with Walker and Aaron Campbell and Julie Berry, who's just getting back into play here, it's going to make the Big Reds a strong team. Good hustle on the part of Jennifer Perry. Well, she did step out of bounds. Laura for the ball, inbounding it for the Big Reds.
Northern has to score this trip down. It's just getting away from them at this stage with
they got to get it under 10. They need a quick shot and a good score.
Oh, that'll help. That's probably the last thing Coach Popa wanted was a foul in this situation.
Foul on the part of Julie Berry. Puts Jennifer Fromm to the line.
Well, Well, Jennifer is 1 for 2 from the line tonight, so we'll see what she can do.
We made the point earlier that having the opportunity to get to line with a bonus situation, you can put some points back on the board and not lose any clock. Good defense on the part of Barber that time. Got back
Nice
well.
job by Barry.
Barry came in with a good rebound, but Barber really got back well and played Naomi Wilson tough on that ball.
Another good play by Barry on a steal.
Well, Barry has good court sense too, and is quite agile for a tall lady. Does a good job. But again, that experience that Pope has had, even though she's a junior, played with the varsity last year, and that one-year experience does pay off. 1:31 remaining in the fourth quarter. Big Reds lead 55-43, and they have the ball.
Tony Lloyd's back in the ball game. She's been out for quite a while. Had a pretty good first half.
Well, she's a player that really has a lot of moxie toward the end of the ball game, and one of the things that Pope wants her in there for is experience, although good defense created a turnover that time.
Well, I think I just heard Coach Popa yelling, "No shot." He's got enough points to win the ball game. He just wants to have them work the ball and take some time off the clock.
.106 remaining in the ball game. A 10-point lead, and Sherry Smith outplaying the little point guard. Really sort of a tough position to be in, but again,
well, she's doing what they need to do.
That's exactly right.
They still have 3 fouls to waste, and right now at this stage, you might as well play with reckless abandon, because you're not going to overcome a 12-point lead by sitting back and letting Port Huron High do what they want.
Exactly right. Two for Naomi Wilson.
That gives Naomi 10 for the night.
Yeah. We get the shot back up. Looks like that might have been out of Jenny Atwell's range a little bit, but the three-pointer certainly would help. 46 seconds remaining. Mace Walker coming out, and number 33, Catrice Knight, in the ball game.
Kim leaves the game with 16 points tonight. She had an excellent ball game, even though spending a lot of time on the bench with 3 fouls.
Campbell coming out too, and a good one back in the ball game for the Big Reds. A lot of play underneath.
Catrice Knight with a couple of rebounds.
27 seconds remaining. Big Reds lead 57-43. And they control the ball out of bounds.
Nice move by Jenny Tippa.
Had the open lane, a foul by Barber, 19 seconds remaining.
That's what you like to see in ball players. When they do get the ball, they face the basket, and if there is an opening to take it, aggressive players are the ones that generally come out on top in this game.
Kelly Nichols back in the ball game, as is Kathy Peak. Well, the depth of the Big Reds really has paid off tonight for Coach Popa. We look at the floor right now, we see 4 players out there for the Huskies who have played the majority of that ball game, and I know Coach Aseski will certainly be glad to have Dawson back and Palmentier back, because he's played most of the season without them. Two by Smith, good rebound, 8 seconds left. 12-point ball game. And the Big Reds win the ball game, a crosstown ball game, 57-45. What are your comments?
Well, it was an exciting game all the way, Coach. As you mentioned, Port Huron Northern unfortunately got cut a little bit short on depth, and I think that really made a difference in the game. Port Huron High just kept coming at them with fresh ball players, and when one player wasn't playing very well, someone else would come in and pick up the slack. So we saw a real well-balanced team in Port Huron High, and I think they did an excellent job tonight. Got a lot of scoring from a lot of people.
Well, I think that's the thing that they want, the coach wants, is to make sure that everybody gets a part of this ball game anyway, so that when the next one in the Big Reds, Jim, I'm sure we'll see a different ball game. But tonight, a well-played ball game. Some minor mistakes early in the season, but I think you'll see a different ball game when the Huskies are well. But the depth, again, as you'd mentioned, for the Big Reds is the thing that was to their advantage. Gordy, I want to thank you, and this is Larry Manns for CPHS 6 from the Northern Gym. Good evening.